Hey guys, welcome to today's video. So guys, in today's video, I wanted to quickly pop on and share with you guys what is 50% off on my sale that I'm having this weekend with soavantgarde.com. So if you follow me on Instagram and you've read my community tab, I shared with you guys that I'm having a 50% sale this weekend off of Newnotes. So it's not the entire website. The majority of the website, guys, is always 30% off if you use my code Aisha30. Mind Games and Born to Stand Out, however, are always 10% unless I'm having a special sale. And if that's happening, of course, I'm going to let you guys know. But for the majority of the time, it's always 30% off. So every now and again, I'm able to get some special discounts for you guys. Like a month ago, I was able to get 60% off select items. So this month, you guys are going to be able to save 50% off of Newnotes. And when I tell you, that is such an amazing deal because Newnotes has some banging fragrances. So in addition to Newnotes, you guys will also be able to save 50% off this Acro set. So it's called the Icon set. It's a 100 ml bottle of Bake, which if you guys don't know, Bake is that lemon custard gourmand dessert fragrance that is everything. And you're also going to get a 10 ml size of Rise, Smile, and Glow. All three bangers. All the fragrances in this set, guys, are amazing, okay? So this set retails for $250. So half off of that is $125. That is insane. So if you've ever been interested in Bake, now is your time to get it because you're going to get Bake, Rise, Smile, and Glow 10 ml bottles for $125. So that is an amazing, amazing deal. So the code is Aisha50. The sale is gonna run from now until midnight on Monday. Okay, you guys, so I was sent the entire Newnotes Discovery set and a ton of samples for me to try, and whatever fragrances I wanted in the collection, they were going to send me. So every fragrance that I have in my Newnotes collection, they're fragrances that I wanted. I did not pay for them. They were gifted to me. However, I requested them. These are the ones that I wanted. They weren't just sent to me blindly for me to talk about. It doesn't work like that because I get sent so many fragrances. I don't have the capacity to just get a ton of fragrances that I'm not interested in because I'm going to constantly be giving them away, pushing them off on Bae. He probably won't like them anyway. So for me, it just works for me to pick my own fragrances, but you can still send them to me, okay? So the first fragrance is Latte Pistachio. Let me bring you guys down a little more. So Latte Pistachio, I've been talking about this fragrance for a few videos now. So you guys already know that I love this fragrance. This fragrance has pistachio, orange, lemon, coriander, milk, cardamom, sandalwood, musk, and amber. This to me is a beautiful pistachio fragrance. It opens up smelling very nutty and you smell the realistic pistachio, like a salted pistachio. And then in the mid, it kind of turns into this sweet pistachio ice cream on my skin. And then you definitely smell the cardamom and the woody notes in the base. And then it starts to remind me of Gris Charnel by BDK with a little bit of pistachio. So I love it. If that sounds like something that you would love, I suggest getting this fragrance because it's going to retail for $110. This is the 50 ml. The 50 ml bottle retails for $220. There's also a 100 ml, but honestly, guys, I already know y'all have a lot of fragrances. Y'all don't need no 100 ml bottles, okay? Unless you really want it. You know, I can't tell you what to get, but I suggest getting the 50 ml. One, they're so much cuter. Two, quiet as it's kept. Y'all know y'all got a lot of fragrances and you'll definitely get through a 50 ml bottle quicker than 100 ml. And the 50 ml is going to retail for $110 once you apply my discount. So that is an amazing deal. You can't even get Marc Jacobs for $110. Like, let's talk about it. And this is an amazing niche fragrance if you love pistachio, if you want a pistachio gourmand fragrance that you can wear in the summer, in the spring. It is just amazing. I absolutely love it. Latte Pistachio by Newnotes. Next up, we have Rosa Lemon. If you guys remember, I mentioned this fragrance in a video maybe sometime last year, but I don't talk about it a lot. But this is a gorgeous fragrance. This fragrance is perfect for spring and summer, especially for summer, for hot days. It's a very citrusy fragrance. It has sea notes, there's rose, there's ylang ylang. It is a gorgeous citrus fragrance, but it's citrus with oud in the base. So it's definitely gonna hold up. It's not a citrus fragrance that's going to be fleeting on your skin. It's definitely going to be there. It smells amazing. It's not heavily floral. It's citrusy, but to me, it doesn't smell masculine. It kind of reminds me of Tamine Patalia, honestly. It reminds me of a cousin of Tamine Patalia. It's very perfumey, if that makes any sense. So if you smell perfume fragrances, especially Tamine Patalia, and they smell like perfume, it doesn't smell like heavy florals. It doesn't smell like a dessert. It doesn't smell like a fruit cocktail. It literally smells like perfume, and I love it. It's citrusy, it's bright, it's effervescent, it's kind of sparkling, and it's super pretty, like I said, for spring and summer. So Rosa Lemon by Newnotes. Next up, we have Cocktail Maracudra. You guys, this fragrance is led by a beautifully strong passion fruit note. It's very fruity in the opening, very fruit juicy. There's passion fruit, pear, there's lemon, strawberry, and black currant. Literally a fruit cocktail. There's ginger that adds a little bit of spiciness. There's cardamom. I've been loving fragrances with cardamom. There's also cinnamon, but the cinnamon note in this fragrance, guys, isn't adding the cinnamon scent. So the cinnamon in this fragrance is basically neutralizing all of the fruity notes and the patchouli and the amber and just blending all those notes together. It's basically done how cinnamon is done when you're cooking with it in certain dishes. I was about to say in certain fragrances, but when you're cooking with cinnamon, sometimes you add a little bit of cinnamon in, say, like a baked mac and cheese or something very savory, and the cinnamon just balances out all of the flavors and make them mesh together. That is what the cinnamon is doing in this fragrance. There's also pink pepper, there's jasmine, there's rose, there's white musk, amber, patchouli. I want to do a video one day for you guys and explain to you how certain notes work in certain fragrances, because I know a lot of times you guys will see a note that you don't gel with. Like, a lot of people don't like cinnamon, or a lot of people don't like black currant, and you'll be like, oh, it has black currant in the fragrance, you know, I don't like it, or I don't want it. But you have to understand that just because it's in the fragrance doesn't mean you're actually going to pick up every single note that's in the fragrance. It's all blended together. So once it's blended with the strawberries and the lemons and the pink pepper and the, you know, all the other notes that's in the fragrance, it just blends together to create a beautiful scent. What does stand out to me, like I told you guys, is the passion fruit and the black currant to my nose as well. But it is a gorgeous fragrance. It actually smells like there's rum or some type of a liquor note in this fragrance, but there's not, because it definitely has a scent, like a boozy scent. And you guys know I love boozy fragrances, so I don't mind it. But this one right here is for your summer date night, your spring date night, or just an event. If you are going out with your friends, your family, whatever, and you just want to smell extra special, this is a fragrance that you would reach for. Cocktail Maracudra by Newnotes. Next up, we have Latte Mimosa. You guys, this fragrance does not get enough hype. For all my girlies that love mimosa and ylang ylang and just floral fragrances, you need this, okay? It is so pretty. This is like church on Sundays. This is brunch on Sundays. To me, this is a Sunday fragrance. You know those fragrances that you have in your collection that you'll mainly only reach for on a Sunday because it just smells like Sunday. Sunday is that perfect day of the week where you're getting ready for the long week ahead. So it's still kind of relaxing, but you're still preparing your mind and you're getting that last bit of fun in. You're going to church, you're going to brunch if it's nice outside, or hanging with your partner, your family, whatever. This is the kind of fragrance that you're going to reach for. You're wearing something floral, something feminine. You're wearing a skirt, a dress, and this is the fragrance that's going to carry that look. So in Latte Mimosa, we have bergamot, mimosa, ylang ylang, iris, and jasmine, musk, sandalwood, and vanilla. This is a sweet, creamy, yellow floral fragrance. We speak about rose a lot. We speak about Turkish rose, the pink rose. We speak about white florals a lot, but we don't give yellow florals enough praise. To me, the yellow florals are so creamy and so buttery, and I love that creamy, buttery aspect of this fragrance. It is so gorgeous. Like I said, it's a Sunday fragrance. Pull it out if you're going to brunch, lunch. You can wear this to a wedding. It is just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Latte Mimosa by Newnotes. Next up, we have Bonbons Olive Violet. And if I had to say I have a top 5 new notes, because you guys always want to know my favorites and my top 5, this is in my top 5 of new notes. This right here is so pretty. I love it because it smells exactly like a violet candy, okay? But a violet candy with more layers, because honestly, I don't even eat those candies. But it reminds me of a very sweet, less powdery, less lavender version of the violet candies. So in this fragrance, we have orange, bergamot, violet, and sugar. So the placement of the violet and sugar in the mid is what makes it smell like that violet candy. There's also jasmine, moss, cedarwood, amber, and vanilla. When I tell you, whoever blends these new notes fragrances and whoever is responsible for putting the placements of what's in the top, what's in the mid, and what's in the base, they're literally geniuses, because the placement of a lot of these notes just makes so much sense to me. When I'm smelling the fragrance, I can see why this was placed here. I can see why they added a little razzle dazzle with this here. Like, it's just amazing to me. This fragrance is sweet, it's fun, it's flirty, it's girly, but it's still grown and sexy. It's still unique. But to me, it's an easy fragrance to love if you love the scent of that violet candy. It's also a little powdery. It is just so gorgeous. You can wear it in the spring, summer. You can wear it on its own. You can layer it with other fragrances. When I went to Dubai last October, I was layering this fragrance with so many fragrances, with my Kayali, Vanilla Rock Sugar. I was layering it with my Reinvented fragrances. It is just a pretty fragrance, and I absolutely love, love, love it. Funny thing is, when they told me I was going to get 50% off, I was like, okay, bet, I'm about to get Bonbons Olive Violet because I'm almost done with this bottle and I don't want to be out. And they told me they would send me another one, y'all. So I love it so much. It is so, so good. It's so pretty. And if you love sweet candy-like fragrances, but not gummy bears or hard candy or lollipop or bubblegum or cotton candy, this is something different to have in your collection because it still smells like candy, but it's just a violet candy. Next up, we have Musk Complexity. And you guys, please do not think this is just a regular musk fragrance, because it is not. Okay, you smell a little bit of musk in the dry down. It definitely has a musky, slightly musky dry down, but this fragrance is sexy. This can be a signature scent. It's unique, but I can see somebody smelling like this literally all the time. So let me tell you the notes of this beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So it opens up with lemon and ginger and rum. If y'all know me, y'all already know this fragrance had me at hello, okay? There's bergamot, petitgrain, and red fruits. There's raspberry in this fragrance, you guys. There's chocolate flower. There's labdanum. There's cardamom. There's jasmine. There's cinnamon, musk, brown sugar, gaiac wood. There's animal notes, but y'all, please do not be afraid of that. There's synthetic civet. There's patchouli and sandalwood. So it definitely has animalic notes in the base. But you guys, for me, I don't smell any of those animalic notes. It doesn't smell animalic to me. This fragrance smells like a masterpiece. It is so unique. It's so pretty. It smells like something that you can wear every day in all seasons, winter, spring, summer, and fall. It's very pretty. It's fruity. It's feminine to me. And yes, you do smell the musk, but in my opinion, it's not the musk that's in the Xerjoff fragrances. It's not the musk that's in the Sospiro fragrances. And it's not the kind of musky, ambery dry down in the Tiziana Terenzi fragrances. That's my opinion to my nose. You might smell it and think something completely different, but for me, I don't get that vibe. It is so pretty and I love it. Musk Complexity by Newnotes. If you're a cherry fragrance lover and you don't have Latte D Cherry, I'm trying to figure out what's the problem, what's happening, what is going on? Because this is a fragrance that you need in your collection if you love cherry fragrances. I love cherry fragrances. I'm at the point now in my cherry fragrance collection that I don't need any more cherry fragrances. I recently got one by Mansara that's really pretty. It's called, I think it's Cherry. I forgot the name of it, y'all, but it's really good. I love it. But so I feel content with my cherry fragrance collection. So this fragrance opens up with cherry, almond, red berries, and sweet orange. There's spices, jasmine, ylang ylang, and Turkish rose. There's tonka bean, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, amber, and vetiver. So when it comes to cherry fragrances, guys, I like to have cherry fragrances that don't remind me of any other cherry fragrance in my my collection, because the cherry note is very strong in fragrances, and I don't need a bunch of fragrances that smell similar or remind me of each other. That is literally a turn off for me. So I love the fact that my cherry fragrance collection is very diverse. If you guys want to see an updated cherry fragrance video, let me know. But child, that's gonna take a minute because I have a lot of cherry fragrances. There's so many fragrances in my collection that feature the note of cherry, but if you guys want to see that, let me know. But this one right here is a must, okay? It's super sweet. It doesn't remind me of Lost Cherry or any other fragrance in my collection that features the note of cherry, like I said. And if you love cherry, I'm trying to figure out, what are you waiting for? You need this. Last but not least is Caramello Vanilla. This was my very first introduction to Newnotes fragrances. Y'all, if you love vanilla, if you're a gourmand girly, Caramello Vanilla needs to be like in your cart with a backup, okay? This right here is so amazing. Now, I told you guys that I didn't need 100 ml bottles of my other Newnotes fragrances because I love the little cute bottles in the 50 ml size, but quiet as it's kept, I definitely would have gotten a 100 ml bottle of this one because the way I love me some vanilla, if you love vanilla, like this needs to be in your collection. It opens up with caramel, vanilla flower, dulce de leche, cotton candy, white flowers, and frangipani. There's also vanilla pod, tonka, and musk. Now, is it the most groundbreaking vanilla? No, it's not. It is just a very sweet, fluffy, cupcakey, girly, frou-frou-la-la, gourmand girly vanilla fragrance, okay? It is a vanilla fragrance that's going to have you smelling edible. So if you have a sexy date night or an intimate date night and you want to smell like a snack, you want to be nibbled on, Caramello Vanilla is the fragrance that you're going to reach for. It is so long lasting on the skin. I didn't say that about the others, but trust me, all of the fragrances, for me, in my experience, I don't have any issues with. But to be fair, I always spray my fragrance. I don't never not spray my fragrance. I don't leave the house and then come back 12 or 8 hours or however long without spraying my fragrance multiple times of the day, because I just always love to smell fresh perfume on me. I love my clothes to be a little bit damp from the perfume, so when I walk past people, they can smell it and they get a whiff. I'm doing the world a good service, okay? Walking around smelling amazing. So Caramello Vanilla is for my vanilla gourmand girlies. It is amazing. Like I said, not the most groundbreaking. It's not going to be your Ani by Nishane. It's not going to be your Guerlain vanilla fragrance. It's nothing like that. It is fun, it's flirty, it's sweet, and it just smells so yummy. And for $110, you can't beat that with a stick. All right, you guys, we made it to the end of the video. Leave it in the comments below and let me know, what are you picking up this sale? What are you interested in? Do you have any more questions, comments, or concerns? Remember that these items are 50% off. It is not the entire website, okay? It is not the entire website. I repeat, the entire Newnotes collection. I only share with you my favorites from the collection, but if you guys had any other fragrances that you wanted to try or that you love, then by all means, you can get it and save with my code Aisha50. But also the Acro set. This is the, what is the set called, child? The Icon set. So this is 50% off, not the entire Acro collection, okay? Just this set right here that features a 100 ml bottle of Bake and 10 ml bottles of Rise, Smile, and Glow, all for bangers. So the sale ends on Monday at midnight, and if you guys are watching this video after the sale is over, then you can save 30% off of everything that I'm sharing in this video and 30% off the majority of the website, with the exception of Mind Games and Born to Stand Out. You'll be able to save 10% off of those fragrances with my code Aisha10. So remember, guys, to stay safe, be great, stay great, and always strive for greatness. AI the Great signing out, but I'll see you in my next video. Peace.